So you guys were supposed to do a music video. His man even asked me like, yo, you want to come there and do an interview in person? You know, but you guys were supposed to do it. What ended up happening?
Then the little time down. Jeopardy started happening. Fucking Jeopardy, the little time, the fucking excuses started happening. Yo, this. And, I mean, he told me a story. He's procrastinating in my mind at the time. I didn't want to bother him, put the pressure like, yo, just make it happen. But I did. Like every 2 weeks, I would call him, yo, dude, what's going on? But take it. What are we doing? He was like, nah, I can't, man. I've been busy. And, he had problems with his personal life. And I was like, okay. And then TA's hitting him up. And I'm telling TA, I think it got to him. I think they got to him. I think he got to call somebody. And then at last minute, it was just the last song. It was like 3 months, like 2 weeks ago. TA calls me up. No, TA calls me, but I was sleeping. I'm waking up, and then Lord calls me, and I pick up, and he got me and TA in the triple line, and he's like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. The time like left, and I'm like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Because TA didn't tell me yet. Like I found out what TA knew already. So he was like, nah. TA was on some extra shit. He was like, nah, man, you can't back out now, nigga. We part of this. We part of this. And me, I took it like, so forget it, man. Give me the track. Like send the track, man. Send the vocals. I was telling him, send the vocals, man. 'Cause I was tight. But I still got respect for Lord. So it's not like he got me angry. He just disappointment. You know. He said that Grand Pooba hit him up and said, don't follow that energy and but Grand Pooba didn't know that was Lord Jamar's energy. That's his energy. That's not ours. It's not like we told him to do this. So he put this together. So that ain't sit right with me because it's like, yo, Lord, you should have stood up and represented. Nah, this is my energy. I'm doing this because this is dope music. It's dope hip hop, and this dude came out of nowhere and dissed me. I didn't pick that fight. He did. So I would think that kind of rebuttal would have been, a little more stronger from Lord, in my view. But he felt like, like, nah, he didn't want to. Like, he thought about it after all this time. He was like, nah, I ain't putting up. But he gave us a track and, he gave us the thing. So he said, do your thing with it, man. Do your thing with it regardless. I know he felt bad. And, then I actually got a remix working, my own production side of the team, my man Coco Loso. He put something together and we putting it together as we speak, but like a remix with a different type of energy, what I'm saying? That street energy. So it's coming out crazy. But anyway, later on, then we got on Choke No Joke because we said, we're going to blow the spot up.
But before this though, because he had said that, like you said, he was having issues with like his car and everything, and you guys weren't buying it. You guys thought that.
Oh yeah, he got Chef Mark. Then TA told me about Chef Mark, and I know Chef Mark from back in the days, being TS, like affiliate TS when I was there. He was like a guy that comes from left field, and he was chefing, and he was Joe's chef. He was just blowing balls because Joe didn't charge. I mean, he didn't charge Joe. He just wanted to rock with us, like in tours. He could cook for us. He'll cook. He's a great cook. I know. He used to hang out with us a lot, shows and stuff, and he was there for the groupie status. You know what I'm saying? Like a groupie status when I was there. But then I heard that Lord and him had a relationship back in the days. Then TA started telling me he called him and he got the receipts that he heard what Chef Mark said to him as far as like, yo, you gotta apologize. Shit like that. Lord was like, apologize to who? Crazy? And he just put that poison in his ear where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be careful crossing the street. And it's like in the back of your head, it's like, you know what? I don't want to be part of this energy. People be like that. You know what I'm saying? When they get that type of energy coming at them. And that was, he told me it's not a reason. The Lord told me, yo, I had nothing to do with it. He ain't threatened me. He ain't take it as a threat. And the real excuse was really his car was fucked up. And he didn't know how to say that to me or say it to TA. you know. And I went on this podcast and I confronted him. He confronted me. I believed him. So we all good. Lord,
Yeah, when I spoke to him, he really felt like the time had came and passed. Like, do people really want to hear this anymore?
yeah, but
Like,
that's his fault. That's his fault. The flat fucking
right.
Earth.
But he felt like if you guys had released it back in January, it was more appropriate. But now it's like, are we just
Was trying
bullying
to.
this guy now?
We was
You
trying
know?
to. We was putting the
Right.
pressure on him. So it's not like we did anything wrong. We actually telling him, "No, let's go. We ready." So you got the horn. You got the call. You said you got people to do the video. You had everything. The way you explained it.
But
So
you guys went on Choke No Joke and you guys were taking shots at him, basically.
yeah, tough love. Tough love. By basically exposing the truth. Like saying like, yo, this. And the reason we got to expose the truth in this situation is because here goes yet another one that is blamed to like miscellaneous. You know what I'm saying? Like another one that's like, why didn't this happen? And there's a lot of those that happen in my career. Like we're ready to push the button and then something happens to get the call. When I went to the West Coast and tried to get my deal, you know, they send me letters of intent saying, yeah, we have a meeting. And then when I get there, I'm sorry, we have a relationship with Fadjo. This is one of those. So I was already, kind of expecting him. Not really expecting him, but then when I heard it, I was like disappointed because it's like, yo, this is an MC. This is Lord Jamar. This is somebody that's for the culture. Believes in lyricism, believes in hip hop. He doesn't get bought up with money. He got morals. So when it came to him and he said he ran Pooh asked him now, it's like, oh, he used the love. He used the brotherly love. He got mad ways. The beluga got mad ways to get to you. So it's like he didn't use probably the force or the bought or the buy him off. He used
It's
the
more like an
brotherly love.
octopus, right? With tentacles.
A beluga puss. That's what he is, a beluga puss. You know? So so yeah. So you got to I guess, but no, but then I went to the show.
And I
I mean,
thought
we
that was
was
dope because you guys had a mature conversation about it.
yeah,
Like, he could have felt some way about you taking shots, but no, like, he wanted to talk to you about it. And you
yeah.
guys were
And to the
funny as
world.
hell too.
We did it
You
to the
guys were
world.
real funny. You kept taking shots throughout the whole live. I was dying.
Because I wanted to see him break. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he did. He didn't break. And he was for real genuine with his apology. And he made me believe that it was really, bad situations that was happening. So, we came with a conclusion like, yo, let's do another joint. We don't have to even talk about Joe. There's no
Right.
fake about. So, that's how men do it. That's how, if it's really what he's saying it is with bad situations happening back to back to back, because it happens. It do happens. It's, once you explain it and you face, whoever you face me and we could talk about it and, I know you're not lying. Again, all right, things happen. But let's show the world because we made, we got a jewel here that I think that the world would appreciate.
Right.
And now I don't want to let that jewel be hidden. Or I'm not like that. Like let the world hate everything because the Cuban Revolution has to be posted, has to be fucking televised. So
He got a little irritated when you brought up the chef thing about him getting threatened because he was like, I did not get threatened. He kind of went off a little bit, but
yeah,
you were funny because you said Joe was Moby Dick's brother or something like that.
he's long lost cousin or some shit.
Yeah,
I've been making my beluga stories. I'm gonna write a
right.
children's book. I'm
The
gonna,
Beluga Chronicles.
Beluga Joe, born in the fish tank.
So then there's talks about you and TA doing like an EP together, entirely produced by Lord Jamar, right?
He wants to do that. He wants to do that. I won't mind doing that. I won't mind doing that. TA got talent, man. I do, what I'm saying? We do the same thing with Lord Jamar. We can do it, what I'm saying? Through the hallway with Lord Jamar, what I'm saying? Do a duo with you know, I'm with that, man. I've been missing that. I love that energy. Like I said, when I bring it back all the way to Bang Bang Boogie, like Hocus and S1, they were the young boys that inspire me. Like Cruz inspired me, especially when we're working together. I love that.
Right.
Terror Squad shit, full of clips. Like I love that. When it works, look, every time I've been in one of those things, they blew up. Who's the main common denominator? Cuban been in all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we do shit and it's just whack. Nah, we reach a certain, a certain plateau and we could get, if it worked and keep working, like we would have kept on, we could go even higher, you know what I'm saying? But something always go wrong,
What's so dope though is that you guys have like a natural chemistry. It didn't feel forced at all.
Where? And where?
With you, Lord Jamar, and TA. Like
That
it
was
didn't
dope.
feel forced.
That was dope. Yeah, that was dope. But that's how it usually is. You do you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not me trying to make somebody or them trying to make somebody out of us. Like you do your thing, your job as an MC, and let it play out. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm an asshole. I'll tell you something like that line. But I didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I let people do what they do. But if I could help, I'm there to help. Is what I'm saying. I know how to make a track hotter. I feel that I do. And I told you, I'm the maestro. Like I love, saying like being there for the session of rapping and then the mixing and then the mastering. I love being part of all those levels.